Hey, gang. Uh, huh. I didn't realize I still had a character. This could have been very bad. Let's see, is it V? This is the guy I tested the mod with. I think that my first guy's name was actually Pounded Squire, or something like that. That was the auto gamer tag it gave me when I made my Games for Windows Live account. But traditionally, when I name characters, I use a potentially offensive word. It's not always the same word, but I usually pick bad words because I like to hear the NPCs all say it. Childish, I know, but I need to be very careful when I open up games that have old save files. So anyways, we ended after dying to a boss last time, and I said that I was going to write those off as lost because I didn't think I was doing enough damage to kill the phantom part of it. However, I reviewed the footage, something that useful new tool for this game, really. I was moving the window there, so I'm going to take the mouse out of the way now. Anyways, the phantom itself wasn't actually getting its health back. It just so happened that the second time I brought it out, it was at about the same health as the main body. So we actually almost killed that boss last time. I'm confident we could do it if I had a little more Estus, maybe. So our new plan is maybe explore a bit. Maybe. I'm going to go for the boss right away first to start with. See if I can kill it. Otherwise, I want to get my humanity back and maybe kindle that fire. I really just need to get better at dodging the dark sphere things that he launches, though. They're not fast moving, so it won't be difficult. Also, there's actually a whole wiki dedicated to this mod that I found. And apparently the new recommended order is a lot different, really. You actually end up fighting Nito before we even go to an Orlando. Orlando is one of the last places that we go, apparently. Huh. I don't quite understand why this mace is doing more damage than the sword, but okay. Maybe because he's made of wood. You know? Crush the branches like I crush the bones. You should usually be able to tell what kind of weapon to use on an enemy, but sometimes it's just trial and error, I guess. Like, there's these slimes in the sewers, and I can't remember which is more effective against them. I think I always end up using the mace just because the sewers are a bunch of cramped corridors anyways. But part of me is telling me that the sword is better against them. I would like my souls back, please. That wasn't good. Oh. Probably wasn't the best idea to go right into a boss from starting the game. So tell you what, I'm going to lost cleric humanity. These are technically healing items, but they're not something I'd want on my belt. Winged Chaos Mote. I got a different Chaos Mote from the Taurus Demon, didn't I? I'd like to check out what that is. These still exist. I guess maybe it's still used for Latrex's quest. There's bleeding buildup, poison buildup, alpha void clearance. Boost Estus recovery within a limited area. Temporary curse allows engagement with ghosts. Interesting. Alright, I think magic weapons are the way to go when you're fighting ghosts. Or anything that's not physical, so like fire or holy. That's what the curse is for. More bones, these are what I was looking for. What else do I got? Burn with great strength. I might end up looking these up because, and they sound useful, and I would like to try it, but these also seem to be replacing the boss souls. So I don't know if you turn these into weapons or not, and I don't know if they're reusable, which they are probably not. Probably just like crush it to auto win a fight, but then you lose out on a weapon maybe. I guess is a bit better for the risk-reward factor of it, though. Right, I wanted to change the menu control because the keys are reversed. Oops. Actions, start menu. Right, so I originally set these up as C and V because just the order that they're in. It says function 1, function 2, but the way they're displayed on the bottom reverses that order a bit, so I think it'd be a bit easier for me to remember just left and right. As I was saying, I think that those chaos modes might be better for the risk-reward factor of it, because originally eating a boss soul just got you a large amount of currency. And I think no amount of experience or money would be worth sacrificing a unique weapon that you can't get until you fucking play through the game again, right? Seems a bit ridiculous. I thought I took a lot more damage than I did. It's because of that missing health. The color isn't super distinct from the health that you've lost. Just kind of gray, very close to black. Oh, that's right, purple moss clumps. I'll have to remember that. useful. So I think that they said order recommended going to the crypts about now, and this area seems very doable. The Moonlight Butterfly has been changed a bit. It's now partnered with a melee enemy, so I don't just sit there and do nothing, but it's not easy. It's actually more tied in with Artorias' quest. It's not optional anymore. You also have to fight it to get into the DLC area. You have to go through a lot of hoops to get to the DLC area now. It's kind of better integrated into the game's story, I guess. Like, it's less of an optional thing. You have to go there at least once. So I think our plan right now is to just go get my souls back, Homeward Bone out, and then I'll probably have enough for a couple of levels with that. And then I think if I just ran back to the Firelink Shrine, I could get back here with enough Estus to make it through that fight easily. Alternatively, I can try and kindle the bonfire. I'm still not entirely sure if I even can do that. The option's there, but I don't have the right of kindling or anything. Maybe the right of kindling lets you kindle it more than once? Maybe that was its deal? I really can't remember. I think maybe I didn't kindle at all originally because humanity was just hard to come by. So, the was it F? F? And then use that. Some endurance points. I'd really like to put a shirt on. It's probably still too heavy. Try that. Nah, I'm a fat boy. Damn. I know you're thinking these gloves are probably worse than the shirt. And you'd be correct. But, you know, gloves are cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to run all the way back to Firelink. I'm probably just going to explore a bit, see what I can find. That'll be more entertaining to watch, I'm sure. And then, you know, these guys are dropping quite a few souls. Hopefully I'll get a couple levels out of it, and maybe I'll get some free humanity. The consumables are something I normally save for just before going to a boss. Just in case I want that little pick-me-up, or if I want to summon a guy. Oh, I made sure to put Steam into offline mode this time, so I'm confident anything that I see will be not left by actual players. So I'll actually take advantage of stuff that I look at now. I don't know why I'm going this way. Can't take on the Hydra. I don't think I can anyways. It's a very jank fight. And if you want to use melee weapons on it, then you have to get up close, and then it'll dive at you with its heads, which you can roll out of the way of, but it's got several heads, so it's gonna dive at you with several heads, and you're probably not gonna roll out of the way. But then if you keep a distance, it's gonna shoot the fucking water at you, which is maybe even harder to dodge than the heads. It varies. I think it's magic damage, so you don't have a lot to resist against it. Unless you killed all these stone guys and wore their armor. Interesting, that's a tactic to try. Alright, I forgot to mention how there were those fucking crystal men there originally too, which made the ranged approach a lot less desirable than the melee one. Because you'd have to deal with those guys while you're getting water shat at you. Not the best time. We haven't been over here at all yet. Now, somewhere in this forest, there are these big-ass cats, and it is the only part of the game that had them, so I have no idea how to really fight them. I'm very cautious about encountering them. I'm gonna try and stay on the lookout above the ridges for them. Oh! Like, bitch, you thought there was a bonfire here? backstab them. They're also tanky as fuck. Doesn't have a ton of poise though. About 4 hits staggered him. Sorcery Magic Shield. That could be useful against the butterfly. Passage only granted to the Knights of Gwyn. Huh. Does that mean that I need the Lord Vessel? Oh! I don't think that particular lock was on that door before. I hope Diamond Head can't fit through that. I can. An issue. Gotta deal with Moss Man. Oh. If I just change positions, now the Moss Man will have to come at me first. Unless Diamond Head gets in front. Ah, dicks. This foliage is ruining my time. I have to two-hand it too. No? Not like that. There we go. Stuck, you might as well, right? I just don't want to fight him in a small space, because his attacks are all big and sweeping. Especially not with a second guy around. I do not want to be 1v1ing him. Oh, we are cheesing. An arrow merchant's right by the bonfire. Really not a big deal to waste them like that. It only costs like 10 souls an arrow. Not even an item. Oh, hope this isn't a boss. I think this is actually like an illusionary wall. The tree's living, so that's supposed to be your cue. I think there's a pretty epic ring back here. Oh, that jumping attack hit him through the thing. Gotta be cautious out of things. Poison boys. I think there might be basilisks back here. Not good. Fucking hate basilisks. Alright, these, I believe some of these are actually snakes. I need to be careful around them. I'm not entirely sure of this, but I'm pretty sure that these things are a sort of parasite when you see them out in nature. They kind of tap into the tree's veins and just suck out its water. It could very well be a part of the tree, but I'm 60% sure it's a parasite. I always thought they were pretty gross looking. But that one lost interest. Oh, they're little mushroom men. That explains the colors. They're like second stage frogs plus mushroom. Second stage frog is when they still have the tail, right? So they're even more amphibious. Rainforest Club, that's awesome. I wanted one of those. I hope it has the moveset that I want. It should have less damage than the Morningstar, but it still has the Bleeding Ox. And hopefully better strength scaling. That flower, or did he drop an item? Damage is better. Fired Param. They both have the same amount of bleeding, I guess. But the base damage is higher? Interesting. I guess the Morningstar doesn't have any bonus from Faith anymore. Has a lot less durability, though. I guess I'll keep using this till it breaks then, right? At least for exploring. Kind of like a 5 damage difference, it's really not a big deal, even if it is objectively better. Man, there's nothing down here besides that fucking club, huh? I think there's still a path we can go down. I was hoping for fat loots. want a ring or something. Hey, a little lizard man. Fuckers are annoying. Don't you disappear, you son of a bitch. Okay, so Twinkling Titanite is how you upgrade certain special weapons. They usually have like a very unique effect tied to them, but they don't upgrade as much as normal weapons. So while they're better in the short term, once they're fully upgraded, they're usually outclassed by normal weapons. That's kind of their whole deal. So, one weapon that I liked to use for a while was the Silver Knight Greatsword. But it is, one that's upgraded with Twinkling Titanite. So while it was useful in the short term, as time went on, I had to replace it again with a generic weapon. The good thing about it, though, is even though it's a Twinkling Titanite weapon, it still lets you, like, cast spell enchantments on it, like Pine Resin and whatnot. That's something you can't do with it normally. Probably the main reason I used it over something like the Gold Tracer. I'm just gonna run. One weapon in particular that's only good in the short term is the Dragon Sword. Because you can get it very early, but it doesn't have any scaling. It's just a fuck ton of damage. And it's only upgradable with dragon skills, which the Covenant is kind of well hidden. It's hard to get to. And then you have to PvP to get more scales. But that whole Dragon Covenant is pretty much based around not having stats. So it's kind of fun to play with. The other main aspect of that covenant is you get this little stone that turns your body into a dragon, so it's free armor. And it gives you a lot of resistances as well. And you get another one that turns your head into a dragon and lets you breathe fire. So you essentially become a pyromancer, but you don't get to wear your equipment. I'm gonna try and run past these guys as well. They don't seem to have a big follow range, and hopefully if I don't aggro them, the Diamond Man won't chase me. Ah, he just starts with his ass beat. It's a pre-ass whooping. Right. Frog boy. Ah. There goes everything. I was hoping I'd be able to slip through the cracks, but I didn't. I guess I can't run by those guys then. I gotta take them on. No biggie. we killed that lizard. That was the main thing there. I don't have to do that ever again. Oh. That's game. I wish I could attack them while they're hiding. Oh, I guess he fell. They really are the same color as the ground. They camouflage in very well. Guys are kind of a joke. They just get up and cast that spell every time. They never swing at me. Being thorough because I have to fight that big crowd of guys. I have all the room to run away. Ow. That might be a good place to fight them, actually, if they're just gonna jump off the edge. Maybe that's why that guy is pretty ass-whooped. Maybe that's where he lands. I think I only aggroed him, so this is good. I'm drawing out a little more. Oh, golly, that reach. two of them. Hey, and he came out in front. What? Oh, another thing about Twinkling Titanite is it only gets dropped by those little lizards. So there's a limited supply of it in the game. There's a limited supply of the big boy Titanites as well. But you at least get to experiment with weapons a bit more than with the twinkling ones. The little boy Titanites are infinite, you can buy them. So we won't have to fight the big swarm of these guys again, since there's nothing over there. Don't even have to aggro them. We should just be right back to the Diamond Head Man. Oh, another thing about the place damage, you have to do that damage in quick succession, or it'll regenerate. So you can't just hit them 4 times and expect a stagger. If you walked away, that 4th hit isn't gonna do shit. Hey, there's Eye-Hander. That's neat. I don't like it. Fight me game. Its attacks are simply too slow. It does a fuck ton of damage, and there's an exploit called dead angling, where if you do a big sweeping swing, like that, and you hold backwards, you'll turn around while its damaging frame is still active. So you'll essentially do a 360 slash, and since this Y-Hander's so big, it's a 360 slash in a big area that does big damage. And that's what, that's the whole tactic for it. I think that they actually patched out dead angling in a remastered version. They left in actual game bugs, but they patched out the technique. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Damn it, that was the wrong switch. It's not like it wasn't an exploit, but it's still something that everybody relied on. They had to have known their fans would be pissed. That's why nobody plays Dark Souls Remastered anymore, probably. There was an accumulation of changes like that. And then the up-res textures don't even look that good, considering that DS Fix already up-resed everything. The matchmaking's better, but I guess nobody cares about that. Not there's a big number of people playing this, but every year there's an event. I think they call it the Return to Wardron, where everybody just plays through all the games in order. So multiplayer picks up in all of them for a while. It's neat that they do that. Now, I said I'm not a big fan of the community, but they do genuinely love the game. They're just very toxic about their loving of it. Wow, that just did nothing. This area is just full of hidden diamond boys. I guess it makes more sense considering the Moonlight Butterfly is like right over here. Is a magic-based thing, so there's crystallized magic metal around it. Uh-oh. Dead. Dead-a-roni. There's really not a lot over here, huh? I think I might just go grab my shit and leave. Oops, going the wrong way. Never even got that free humanity I wanted. Oh, I can't attack them while they're hidden. I just need to actually hit them with the end of the mace. They're not dropping moss clumps anymore. Hey, I got the best thing. Really heavy, but it's a good shield. And I'm not sure if you can even parry with it. I think some shields have a shield bash. See how fucking heavy it is? Then you're almost immune to fire and magic. That's the whole point of it. So I could just get naked and equip this if I wanted to go up against the Hydra. It would completely block out all the water attacks, I think. Worth a shot. I don't think I want to do it at the moment, but it's good that I have it for later. I wouldn't completely block the damage, but 80% of it's almost all of it. I can live with whatever makes it through. I don't think it's even a huge amount of damage either. It just knocks you down every time. And that leaves you open for more hits. That's the real issue with it. Alright, more guys. Oh, I alerted all of them. How could this have happened? Almost out of arrows. I'm dead. Well, wasn't this just a waste of time? I'm not going back there. I will when I come back. But I think I'm just gonna run to Firelink and get that Estus and take on the boss. Fly some more arrows too. Alternatively, we can go into the crypts. Because apparently we're supposed to be going there. I need to kill a couple guys to get arrows. Come on. Oh, he actually swung at me, shit. Asshole. Alright, I think I'm just gonna dump this all into arrows. Don't want to have to run back here too frequently.
Still keeping your marbles on. Then go ahead, never hurts.
Beautiful.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake and a bull demon. If you stick around this place, it might end up big.
Joke's on you. I already killed the bull demon. Then the goat, the capper demon. That's kind of the real entry barrier into the game for most people. He becomes a common enemy later, but he's considered to be one of the game's hardest bosses. Mostly because he comes with these two fucking dogs that fucking sick you, and the whole area is very cramped. Very easy to get overwhelmed if you don't know what you're doing. I think that Ornstein Smo is the hardest boss, though, to me. Because, one, they're both bosses, alright? There's not two little dogs to be killed in half a second. Two, you gotta be careful and play footsies with the first half of the fight, and then only damage to the one guy that you actually killed mattered, because the other guy's gonna fucking heal, which is shitty. And then, the second half of the fight, these big-ass AoE attacks that are really difficult to dodge. You have to start running a year before they even start the animation. In other words, you're gonna get hit, so you pretty much have to rely on dodging through it perfectly. And I never really understood how to beat the fight easily. Specifically, I don't think I've ever killed Super Schmo. I've always, won against Ornstein. I always still have my mace out. Really put that away. Aw. That's fine. I didn't lose anything. This guy's actually swinging at me, though, and it is annoying. My fault for not being prepared. I think I'm gonna run by the Mossmen. I really don't like them. be a lot more reckless with them if I didn't have to worry about getting auto-killed. But I do. So it just makes it a very time-consuming fight. Sorry about that. Part of me smells mold still. I was hoping that it wasn't on my pants because I'm pretty allergic to the stuff. Here's my asthma. I think the pants are fine. It's probably just still in the air from the other stuff that I found. Took care of that, though. Ow. Eh. Still don't have the key for this, do I? Of course not. It's probably somewhere in the lower undead burg if I didn't know better. As there is that shortcut very nearby. So instead of just going right back to the forest, or the garden or whatever, I think that we will explore the crypts a bit. Because it's right here. Maybe we'll get something useful out of it. Actually, I think somewhere we can do a little bit of an Orlando too, maybe. Ouch. Somewhere in the crypts there's supposed to be a key. Then let's just go down there. Not in the crypts, in the graveyard specifically. I guess I haven't found everything there. Or maybe I got the key and just don't remember it. Doing magic. Haven't picked up any miracles yet. You have anything new to say?
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit. What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collected bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all. What are you? Don't try anything clever.
That's all he's got to say. Just fucking came up and rubbed his nose a bit.
Oh, hello. I will teach you miracles. A promise is a promise, after all.
They're all very expensive. Great Heal's very time consuming to cast. And Force is alright. As you'd expect, it's just a force, really. It's not much of a damager. You're trying to push a guy off a ledge, it's the way to go, but the opportunity doesn't present itself too often.
She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm. An undead mission? Regrettably, I cannot share that with you. But you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith. I'm afraid that may be difficult, for our missions are sacred. Come again. The
I
effectiveness...
need to pay him, apparently. Oh. Trying to be thorough here because I would like to find whatever I missed. I should really just check my inventory and see if I have the key or not. Save time. Alright, let's see. Key items. Almost box, Assam cell, Assam corridor, big pilgrim, watchtower. Yeah, that's all I have. Pretty sure it said key in graveyard. I might get it from Petrus too. Oh. Oh. Stop blocking! You butthole. Huh. I didn't think you could backstab him for some reason. Blah! Nothing, huh? Maybe it's just inside. I have enough stuff to give to Petrus. I'm gonna go do that before I go anywhere else. Hopefully it won't be a waste.
Oh, a miracle? I'm afraid that...
Uh-oh. I turned him down. Shizzy. Guess I'm gonna go refill my flask and go in then. Maybe that would be enough to make him
I'm
reconsider.
afraid that may be difficult.
Ah! Only let me bribe him once. This area is dark, but it could be worse. And it does get worse. Not to mention the game's brightness is low as fuck by default. Even with it turned up, you still can't see very well when you go even deeper. Is that a bonfire? Uh-oh. Oh, there's a ladder. Hold on, that might actually be enough. Ah, very close. Right, these are necromancers. I think I just triggered bleeding on them too. So it looks like killing him kills the skeletons. Like, I don't even have to finish him off at all. It is a change from how it was. But if I try and kill any of the skellies before him, that would just come back. That's gross. I'm right back here to level up. Mace is kind of our only option for attacking here, so I'm just gonna keep dumping strength. I think that our health's in a good spot for the time being. The bone chimney. Lock on! Oh boy. I think part of why I don't like shooting in Resident Evil games is that you have to hold still to shoot. And I rely very much on the whole strafing aspect of aiming. Because sticks are so imprecise. But it's a third-person game, so you don't really want to play with anything but a controller. I should probably switch to a crossbow, but I don't think I have any bolts. Crossbows do more blunt damage, so they'd be more useful here. Now, in the original game, the Necromancers didn't resurrect, and I'm not sure if that's still the case. All the skeletons they have summoned die when you kill these ones, so it might make sense for them to come back. But we're killing them just in case. That's a demon. I did mention that some careful platforming could get you through this place in half a second, but I'm not confident enough to be doing that. Plus, there's new stuff to explore, so why would I skip it? The only real reason to take the shortcut path would be, at least one part of it, would be to summon Paladin Leroy. It was like a fan character. His equipment was all designed in a contest. So the only way you can get it is if you had summoned him. Huh. Thought that wall looked fake as shit. Maybe that skeleton's gonna bust through it. Oh. Right. Necromancer. Gotta find him. There he is. Kill. Well, at least we'll see if they respawn now, I guess. They didn't subtract from my extra assists. That's nice. They don't respawn. Shit, maybe they do. Maybe some of them do. Son of a fuck. I had a humanity, too. Okay, so I'm making them bleed, which means they might be more vulnerable to swords. I'd like to test that. Also, I don't think they were originally able to cast fireballs. There must be a new function added to the lantern, which makes it a lot more useful. Before, it was literally just a lamp. And these guys' whole purpose was to sit there and resurrect skeletons. Yeah, I don't think he took more damage. I gotta deal with that guy in the fucking background. I don't have any way to defend against fire at the moment. Alternatively, I can just aggro this guy. Probably the better idea. Get him! Was there another Necro Boy? No, he just gimped me at the last second. And I don't feel super ready for this area either. Maybe I should go and try and fight that boss again. Oh, there's a fucking lizard. That little eyeball symbol is the bone rust, right? I think I'm gonna try and get my stuff and leave. Haven't really made any progress in this session yet. And it's not the kind of thing I want to do. I want to at least kill a single boss in every episode. Just missed the lizard too. Alright, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Ah. Those are easier to retrieve, I hope. Yeah, they're still up here. Good. Okay, I'm leaving. And our reward is 1 free humanizing. And if we're lucky, we'll run to another one, be able to kindle that second bonfire. Young didn't seem to drop the humanity frequently, or maybe it's the necromancers. Either way, it's good to keep in mind. If I'm over here, I might just run down and kill a necromancer to get a freebie. That's right, walk away. Let me use my freaking bonfire. Skewered. Okay, boss time. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're hype. We're hype. We're gonna roll a little tour of destruction on the way there to try and get that humanity. Piece of shit. Make me drink my things. How dares. How dares ya. You fucking asshole. Gonna run over there. I'm gonna kill him. Kill him for the disrespect. That was a 1v1, you prick. Here's the thing, if I make it there without actually getting the freebie, then I guess I'm just going to consume my humanity and do it. Because I think that it really will make the boss a lot easier. His attacks aren't hard to dodge, it's just when you do get hit, it takes most of your health. I just feel a lot more comfortable with the full 10 things. Okay, so here's the thing. I still smell that mold. Starting to get a little itchy. Think I'm gonna try changing my pants. They were pants I hadn't worn for a long time. That were where the mold was before. Gross, I know. And these are in the same drawer. They seemed clean, but I just to be sure, and turn off the camera, obviously. So I will burp, 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 burp. Fuck. There it is. Ah! Ah! I'm back. So I'm confident these new pants are clean. They smell like coffee. Ever so slightly. When I'm around actual coffee, I start to freaking gag. Because it smells like how it tastes, and I absolutely hate the taste. Un momento. Let's switch my view. I know everything's alright on the screen. Oh, the itching's gone, so, almost definitely those pants had mold. Really gross. Really gross. Oh! Alright, bonfire's this way. I'm just gonna eat the humanity. Kindle that boy. And I have enough souls for a level up, too. Do that. We go right here and use. This is the only bonfire in the immediate area, so I don't mind having it kindled anyways. Yeah. So with 10 flasks, it should be more than enough. We don't even have to make ourselves human again next time, if I happen to die. Like that summon we saw yesterday was in fact a guy. So it's good I didn't summon him. I wonder why he was here though. It's such a weird place to put your summon sign. A demon's not the hardest thing to kill on its own. Maybe it's just to walk someone through to the Black Knight and get their freaking grass crest shield. What? Your arm, guy. Fuck. Oh, he actually hit me. There's the other boy. feel like he wasn't doing that attack at all yesterday. He didn't have enough room to swing his arm. He just kept doing like the half swing. Or he could have just been bugging out. Ah. So we took out about half his health. Hopefully we get him next time. And you should be no more if the footage was not lying. There's a very slight difference in health. That's how I'm sure of it. Oh. Oh, he really didn't even aim for me at all. Or maybe he aimed where I was standing a fucking year ago. Alright, we're backing up. What do you mean I rolled? I didn't roll. I think it read the roll input from just before I got stabbed. My hands weren't even on the key. I might want to eat one of these. It's so slow. Not the healing, the actual use of it is really slow. Profane image. fucking bitch. Why you gotta be in the ground? Gotta wait for him to come out, I guess. My guess is that it's probably relocating using a script, and it doesn't have the best idea of where the actual environment is. Oh, I guess I only had to kill one of them. Cool. Soul of a Lost Demon. It's not a moat. But why is its health bar still up? So then... does that mean that the two chaos motes don't make weapons? Proper coin of man McCoy. Ah? I don't understand. Medicine and drink. It could be an Estus related thing. But return to the outside world. That may be how you leave an invasion? Gain immunities to stone for an insane period. Cool. Getting stoned isn't really a nice thing. Old basilisk fuckers do that, I guess. Blessed Ember. Awesome. Wait, so is Andre just dead? That was supposed to be him there, right? Must be relocated. No blacksmith for us. So sad. Maybe I don't want strength on. Or endurance. I don't think semblance health bar is just gonna be there till I die, I guess. Or until I run to another boss. Is Sen's Fortress just open? Andre?
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre, a restorer. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
I have an ember. Can I give it to you?
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, you can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your... The nice thing about weapons, so pay them a... There are two types of reinforcement is simple. It strengthens a simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself. But Ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's property. Ascension is the starter as you want.
A smith box. I forgot about those.
You can forge armor. Whether you forge weapons or armor first. But nobody wants to see you go, so whatever you do. You can forge armor. But so.
I don't understand. Does he just not want the Holy Ember? Is he the wrong guy for that now? C. And then the long sword is also C's. This one is the broad. It's better. I just like the durability a little more. I don't want to have to worry about it all the time, you know? The Morningstar has seen a fair bit of use, so I'd like to give it some love. Same goes for my short sword. Still only wants one of them. While we're here, might as well repair stuff, right? Upgrading it didn't heal it at all. Shields has taken surprisingly little damage. Huh. The Morningstar's on here. Maybe that one did repair itself. Just don't need to repair any of these yet. Maybe I need the basic Ember before I can give him a special one. Actually, I should see what he has since I'm spending all my shit. Oh, now he wants the Ember. Cool.
Thanks. You've made a fight.
You need to get it to +5 before you can actually modify it with baby stuff. Purchase. If he has anything fun. That's useful. I might buy it. Hey, he does sell the bastard sword. Now, it weighs about double what my current weapon does, so I don't think I'll use it quite yet, but I'll definitely come back for this. Scaling on it's not fantastic. It's probably just meant to be generic until you upgrade it into something. Sells arrows. Could buy more of them. Chainmail. Not only is the chainmail ugly, but it's also heavy, and just not as good as the knight armor, which I already have. There's no real point in buying that. I think I'll just buy the repair box, and then some arrows. Buy plenty of arrows.
Go get yourself neither.
Well, it looks like we can go inside Sen's Fortress already. So that's something. It's probably still difficult. And all there really is to it. Probably just difficult. I don't plan on doing that quite yet. I don't have to worry about our ship breaking anymore. Just got the repair box. And so we can check out this area. The gargoyles are actually pretty late on the list too. I think that we actually do it after Blighttown. So probably won't fight them just yet. Or I might give them a shot. We'll do some exploring at least. These guys are tankier. Ow! Worst case scenario, we run away. But I've got this whole area cleared, so we should be able to kite the fuck out of them. Unless he chooses to attack with his shield like a fucking champion. Did I forget to mention that you can't even ring the bells without being a big boy? Kind of a weird change, but you need to wear heavy gloves. And the lowest tier heavy gloves are the iron equipment, which is what this guy's wearing. Honestly, the iron set looks pretty fucking sweet. I just always wondered why it was better than the steel set, or, you know, the knight armor. did it. I think that guy only had a broadsword, but the ones with rapiers are a bit more scary. And this one has a different shield and a rapier. Especially in big corridors like this. I remember dying a lot to this guy in particular. Fog wall over there. Power shield. Neat. Probably way too heavy for its own good. Yeah, that's the big fucking pig I was talking about yesterday. Everyone always drops in a luring skull on that fire over there, so he kills himself. Or that fire right there, actually. And there's a luring skull right there, so I guess it was intended to teach you how they work. But it's not like it's the only way you can kill it. You know, you just hit it with a hammer. It's not that bad. Deprived apostate. Depraved. Well, apostate means illegal mage, right? Or, you know, a witch. That's probably a fucking spellcaster. Firekeeper's Soul. Awesome. Those are what you use to upgrade your Estus Flask, so I can get more healing out of it. Not more usage, just more actual healing. Yeah, would be old badass and plunging attack him, but I think I will get hurt. Thought that was worth it though if I was gonna hit two of them. I missed, but at least I didn't get hurt as bad as I thought I would. Where's this invader at? I know he's an NPC, so he should be near. You know what? I think apostate means someone hiding from the church, maybe. So it could probably just be someone who, like, pissed on the Pope or something weird. Doesn't have to do anything to do with magic. His name is a Borat. Now out of Estus. I should probably not take my chances here. Take care of the archers first, at least. Look for that fucking invader. These are illusionary walls, right? Impossible to tell. You just kind of have to accidentally hit them once you think something looks suspicious. If you see something and say to yourself, that's bad level design, or that was an interesting choice, probably hit it. Gonna wait for that guy to pass. Now he fell. Awesome. Skulls are gone. Really is the best place to take on a guy with a spear. I need more room. I was gonna die eventually. I was gonna try and homeward bone out after killing those guys, but it's fine. Fine. All fathers perish. Almost like they are leaning more into the Nordic mythology now. Ugh. Excuse me. That sounds like magic. Just casting spells. Filthy. Unworthy. I don't suppose he's summoning these guys. Oh, one of them. Shit. I think these guys are from the freaking Duke's Archives, maybe. Pretty heavily armored. Maybe this will do better. Yep. Baby boy. I have a humanity, actually. Might as well get that health. Eh. 'Cause I hate these freaking tight corners. Oops. Not the right one. I'm back. It's gonna be a while before we can actually equip anything. I swear that all the scaling has changed on the stats. It probably wants you to level up a lot more often. Oh wow, he fucking blocked it. Champion. And that's why we have that bleed ox. Did he just run up to me and parry me? Hi. I'm super special here. You can open up this gate though. Let me get back to my souls easier, maybe. I have to run past the pig, of course, so it won't be easy. Not quickly. This is not a good place to be. Tell you what, I'm gonna back the fuck up. This man's fixing to fight. This man's pussing. Maybe I'll get a promotion if I'm there when the man is killed. Damn. Ah! Get him. Alright. Now I think it's just me and the pig. Me and Pig Boy. Pigma. Age of Pigmore. He ain't moving though. Oof. Has he been re-armored? I think his butthole's still a weak spot. Ah. Oof. Okay, maybe this man's actually an issue now. On the other hand, nah, swords are even worse. Oh, I do have a bow. Oops. Oh, he don't even give a shit. I'm gonna shoot him right in the asshole, though. Oh, this ain't working out. I'm really sad that he's been re-armored. Well, no point in falling if he's not gonna let me freaking plunging attack him. Still do a moderate amount of damage in melee. Gotta be careful. Don't let him charge us. That's his most devastating move. Gotta stay to his sides. Hey, he's in the fire. Piece of shit. Stay there. I'm pretty sure he's a one-time kill. There is one more of him in the game. But he does have a unique helmet that you can drop. I actually got it the first time I killed him. And I wore it for the rest of the game. It's actually a pretty swag helmet. Looks cool as fuck. Has good stats. It's not incredibly heavy. Just kind of hoping to get it. There's the Dragoon. You have to slip in from under the bridge to open up that gate, though. There's supposed to be a Black Knight at the top of this tower, but he's probably not here anymore. Here's something big anyways. Oh, an Iron Knight. Less scary, I guess. He doesn't have any big crushing attacks. Probably more fair to be fighting these guys than Black Knights anyways. Don't you Estus in front of me, you motherfuck? Holy shit, he was guarding a bonfire. How pleasant. What? Oh. What legs? I've been poisoned. Just gonna run back to that bonfire. Hopefully the dragon still drops that sword. I don't intend to use it, but it might come in handy. It does have a special attack where you like shoot out a shockwave. It could be useful. It also makes the dragon fly away the first time you shoot his tail off. So that would open up the entrance without us having to fix a fight with them. Ah, son of a bitch. Maybe I'll just eat a moss clump. Cures poison, reduces poison buildup, and cures poison, okay. No hidden wall in here, right? Just rats. Rats are fucking scary now. Ridiculous amount of poison buildup. Oh boy. Son of a bitch. Bah. I hear footsteps. It could just be the guys who are on the bridge. They haven't been burnt yet. There's the tail. And then moving at a low ass frame rate. Oh, this boy's on the bridge. Un momento. Oops, hand on the mouse. Not do that. Okay, he came back. Maybe they made it so you can't do this easily, and you're supposed to do it in combat, but you can just wait it out, maybe. He gets back there quick enough, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna keep at it till he's gone. I maybe swing at the tail when it's right there? Kind of dangerous. As you step forward whenever you attack. I can't even see his health bar. I hope this is doing something. Maybe I should look it up on my phone while we're waiting. Dark holes of ash, dragon tail. If I change the name to dragon. Dragon. Well, he's talking about it. And they're talking about whether or not you should go across the bridge anymore, which, you know, we figured out you shouldn't. We got the freaking key to the forest. So damn close. Is there anything I can do to lock on to him, check his health bar, maybe? The tail has its own health, obviously, but shit. Hey, I hit it. Isn't this riveting? Maybe I should give up. But then wouldn't all this progress be for nothing? Tell me this is doing something, please. I have to check. Maybe they made it really specific, like only Dragon Slayer arrows will actually hurt it. Kick down that ladder. Hope he can't climb. Ah, he fucking can. Alright, asshole. I'm just gonna go down there and fight him then. Ah! Maybe this key's for the locked door. This key, this item. Maybe it's the key. Very nearby, right? Claymore. Awesome. Wonder how that looks. More damage, better block, better stability. Not that that's the most important thing. Really far from it. Regular and thrust. Doesn't have any, base scaling anymore. Maybe it never did. Maybe it just, made a good holy weapon when you enhanced it. Interesting. Well, regular and thrust is the same moveset that I want. Just a bit heavier, isn't it? And it weighs 6 pounds. Well, let's see. 20 fast. And yeah, this is pretty much the big boy version of the short sword. Happens when I two-hand it. Okay, and versus the short sword. This is just faster. It's not that I don't want to use the claymore, I'll just probably use it later when I don't have to worry about putting a shirt on, maybe. As long as I'm not wearing armor, I am at a disadvantage. Especially if I'm trying to switch to a slower weapon. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna take a pot shot at him and see if that does anything. he has not taken any fucking damage. That tail is probably in pristine condition. But part of me still wants to hit him a little bit. I wonder if I can get close and check the health bar specifically. Is this a new wall? Must be intentional, right? Hey, I did get it. Well, he's pissed, but he's still there. There's really not much we can do about that. We can try and run through the fire. I'm not sure if we have the speed to make it. Maybe later when I have more health, or something with fire resistance. Now I'm not gonna bother. You could also try and fight it, but I'm pretty sure that fire move is part of his attack pattern. It's not like I couldn't do the damage, and look at this fucking sword. Oh yeah, this is like a broadsword. Not bad at all. I think it increases my poise when I do that special move. Anyways, no plans of using that again. Maybe if I run into something I'm afraid of, I'll try it out. Just wanted to grab it. The apostate guy's still in this area, right? I haven't killed him. I am still human. So maybe he'll respawn. He could be like a radius-based thing, and he's actually inside the main church. Oh, neat. I can use that extra humanity to get a thing. Handling. sure I'll need, because these guys are actually pretty fucking vicious now. They attack a lot more frequently. Alright, so I could try and take this potentially dangerous path through here. Or I can take on a big boy. The big boy might be safer. Since I've got this big open area. Assuming that there is a big boy, it looks like he hasn't spawned. I just run by, I should make it. Eh. Okay, handle this. It's in between both these areas. It's a good one to kindle. And then I guess we'll explore just a little bit more. Again, I don't plan on fighting the gargoyles right now. It doesn't seem like it's the recommended way to go, at any rate. Where are these stairs? Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. This is its Sense Tower. mace. Hope that's good. Let's give it a look. Durability's high, weight's about the same. Has higher strength scaling, but no bleed ox. So I think its base damage is higher too. It's arguable which is better. And honestly, the higher strength skill is better late game, but if you're just swinging at a guy all the time, the bleed really does come in handy. I guess we'll stick with the Morning Star for now just because I invested with it, but we'll probably switch to the Mace a bit later. Oh, this is the elevator to Firelink. Hopefully it's open. Locked. Can I just get in and out real quick? Hell yeah. There we go, it's working now. I'll head down there and upgrade my flask when I'm done exploring here. And then we have the option of going to the catacombs. I've been calling them the crypts this whole damn episode. Catacombs is what they're called. They mean the same thing, I believe. Or a crypt is a building, specifically. Well, catacombs is a big underground burial site. Alternatively, since we got the elevator running, we could go back to the asylum and take on that second demon. I don't think he's any more difficult than the original one. He just has this big fart move that's kind of scary. But I could sit up top and just shoot at him. Oh my god. Oh boy. I believe that the riposte damage multiplier is an actual stat on the weapons. And for a lot of the dex-based things, the riposte damage is a lot higher. So you'd think that the freaking skill boys would be more geared towards it, but no, it's a meme. Locked. Maybe they took Lautrec out of the game. He's supposed to be in the cell, but I can't free him. Just a corpse. He might have the Ring of Favor and Protection on him still, though. That'd be nice to have. It adds to your health and stamina. And your equipment weight, I think, a bit. But it's not a solid amount, it's a multiplier, so it scales with you. Very nice supplement to have. I think this is where Solair's summon sign's supposed to be. If it's not a little closer to the fog wall. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not going in there. And it looks like Solair's not an option. I probably have to be online for any summon signs to appear, maybe. That's shitty. I'll have to look up how the NPC quests work. Probably be a good idea to do that before starting any more bosses anyways. I think I'm just gonna head back to Firelink, and that'll be the end of this session. I killed a boss and I did a little exploration. Started off a little rough, but I knocked out this whole area, right? I'll have to kill the gargoyles, but there's no point right now. I can't even ring the bell. I don't have heavy gloves. I'm going the wrong way. No, I upgrade my weapons. That's progress. A lot of progress. And those moles. Right up there is where you hop off. You're trying to climb the tower. I'll go back there eventually.
Don't you ever think to fall? You'd better find us, unless you enjoy swinging about with Did you see that virtuous little maid? They're probably going straight to pillage graves.
Well. That's all there really is to it. I killed the boss, and I explored. I got an upgrade for my Estus Flask and my weapons. I feel alright about this session. Progress is made. We'll, go into the catacombs next time, I suppose. Or I might take on the gargoyles. Again, I can't ring the bell yet, so there's no point to it, but I might try, just to see how strong they are. I really need to find keys. I'd love to go into the lower Undead Burg. Or even, in Orlando. I should go down there. I don't think that there's a lock on the elevator. Maybe I'll find something useful. Anyways, we'll do that next time. Again, probably not tomorrow, but in a day or two. I'll see you then.